When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike. 180. Defense wins championships, baby.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And 12 at the 38-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hilliard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. On first down, Hilliard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, son. You're all mine.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, turn it up.
A run for Nick Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Alert. 180.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Run. He's coming. We got double up. Protein spill.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. they've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Newton. Escaping the pressure. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Good. 180. Hey, 133. Pistol. Get in the weight room. Mike spot 4. I'm trying to... Hurry. No. Pistol.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77. Right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off at Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it. Twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Third and long, it's Newton. Flushed out right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Earlier, we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Moore on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Check 99.
Gun.
Out. That's it. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Express.
You can't block me. 44 is the mic.
Greg.
44. Let him know. Let him know.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check hot route. Hot. Shit.
Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. I don't even know why.
Play fake. Mayfield. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check out Humphrey.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Check, check. Lucky.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Past the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 74 yards.
A 74-yard gain. And the Panther first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 21, it's second and 10.
I'm here all day. Both bows and Mike. Mike's both bows.
Okay, double up. Go,
44, Mike, 44.
To throw again. Newton buying time to his left. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. On first down, it's Newton. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 35 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check. No gain on this defense. No gain. What?
20. Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Gano's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
41-yard line.
Hey, alert 33.
59. Pistol. Check. 59.
On the ground, it's Chubb. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 33.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mayfield on play action. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go. Undercrush.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Caught left side. It's back.
The Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike.
180.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here I come.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Gun.
44 to Mike. I got you, punk. Let's go. Drive on. Spots twitch.
8.
Hatchet. Check 26.
Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, alert!
And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Greer. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. He's back to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right, and when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Gun.
Newton to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Hey, look at him. Mike, 44. Watch the slant. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Watch the run. They're running it. 44 to Mike. Mike's 44.
20. 44. Mike, 44. Here we go.
Newton eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Ready? Ready,
58, come on. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Great. 8.
Now it's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Great.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to win the football game. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively.
Let me find out my team ballin'. You look. Rings. I just